Hi, I am Neil.
I'm Nidarshana.
That's Danny, and this is Rami.
He's just a week old. So we first heard about healthy mothers from a friend. We saw a video at Facebook, and I was actually looking for during Danny's birth. I was looking for a place where we can do natural birthing, like water birthing and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I could not find your website there. So when this friend talked about this place on Facebook and later on posted a video, then I kind of made a note of it and thinking that okay, next time when we have a baby, we have to visit this place. So when we saw the video and the parents talked about how they benefited from the whole experience, and then it became we thought we must go there immediately.
So there were a couple of other places that we went to. Actually, our first experience with Danny was not the best experience. I don't remember the exact sequence of events, but what had eventually happened is that she did not go into labor. So they decided that we'll induce, and then we induced, and she never got the contractions. And before anything happened, we were told that the baby has gone into stress and we have to go for a C-section. And we were always left with that hollow that we never gave Danny the opportunity to go through natural labor, right?
And the induction was planned long before the expected delivery date. And I was perfectly fine. I did not, have any problem, any issues. I mean, I did not feel anything odd that I had to deliver the baby now. Because after I came here, ma'am always told me one thing, that always listen to your body, try and understand what your body is telling you. So, and the body has this very beautiful way of giving you cues, that you can really learn from. So, that never, in his case, I never felt anything that told me that, okay, it is time to deliver the baby.
So and the only reason why we went for the induction was that we were told that the placenta has a particular age.
And my fluid was on the lower side.
So we were not going to argue with the doctor. The doctor had said that it's important that we induce the contractions, and we also induce the labor, and we induced the labor, and the contractions still did not come, and the baby went into stress.
Yeah, I was induced twice with medicine that was put internally, and I mean we did not know till then that there are other ways of induction as well, which we had here. So yeah, I mean the labor never came, and I think barely half an hour or 1 hour down the inductions, I was told that I have to go to the OT to get a C-section done, because otherwise the baby is getting into stress, and he has passed motions.
This time around though, when we came to Dr. Vijay Krishnan, she educated us about the entire, how the pregnancy will go, what are the various contractions that we'll get, what are the various phases of, in fact the phases education we got during the Lamas classes, right? In much more detail.
Yeah, I mean the first thing that I really liked about healthy mothers was that line that is written there, that the mother is empowered to birth her own, the woman is empowered to birth her own baby, and the people here will only support her delivery. So I think that remained true till the end. Throughout all the checkups, I felt, and I had a couple of fears since I was a VBAC mom. I had delivered a C-section baby before, so I had a couple of fears and apprehensions about a normal delivery. So during all the checkups, I think we did not just get clarity around that, but I felt very empowered to be able to deliver a baby, and as a woman, as a mother, and as a person, yeah. So that was one of the huge impacts that happened during the checkups. And another important thing was the scans, because in my previous pregnancy, every time there were needles being poked, there were scans being done. I think every single visit had one of those. So this time around, I think we had just 3 scans or 2 scans probably. The TIFA scan that is compulsory, that needs to be done, and another one much later. I think just 2 scans in my entire pregnancy, and which is quite a big deal because my last pregnancy I think I had around 7 to 8 scans during the entire period.
Right.
And it's also about expertise, I think, because the way ma'am feels the baby, and she could actually tell the baby weight. It was almost when the baby was born, it was almost she had said 3.4. That was around
3.5,
2 weeks
so
back before the delivery, and the baby turned out to be 3.5. So that to that precision, she can actually touch the baby and say that okay, everything is going fine. But what I really liked about the Lamaze class here was it was spanned for 4 Saturdays, and every topic was discussed in great detail. So right from how the baby is born to what all will happen during labor to the role that the labor partner is supposed to play. Every topic was touched upon in such fine detail that it helps because we forget. A very small session, trying to put in too much in one session does not really have that kind of an impact if it is spanned over a longer period. So yeah, the Lamaze classes really helped, and the best thing that I learned in the classes is the various ways to cope with the labor pain, and the message was that pain is good. Pain is not something that we need to fear, because pain is what is going to bring the baby into the world. And how to not really avoid the pain, but how to really deal with the pain, how to really manage the pain, yeah. And then I think one very important thing was the husband's role. I chose my husband to be my labor partner, and I think that was one of the best decisions we made, because the kind of proximity I feel with him, that I may not have been so comfortable with anybody else. So during the Lamaze classes, what are the various things a husband can do to help the process, to help help his wife deal with it. So I think those things were very important things that were taught there. Water breaking. Okay, so my expected delivery date was 15th of December, and I thought that I was expecting it to happen by around first week of December because it was his birthday. So 15th it was gone. Then the friends started calling, relatives started calling. Nothing is happening. 16th, 17th, 18th, so nothing is happening. Those visits, I think on 18th or 19th, we were confirmed that it's the water bag is broken. So again, usually in such situations, what we hear is that okay, water break means the labor is going to kick off any time, and then if it does not, then induce or medical intervention has to be taken. So ma'am kept on asking me, how are you feeling? I think that particular thing that she kept on asking me every time, it had a huge impact on it, because I would monitor myself very closely, and I would really look for discomfort in my usual body, and the only thing that she wanted me to do was monitor the baby movements and make a very close note of how I'm feeling. Okay. And since the water bag was broken, I was very conscious about my fluids, because last time around the fluid levels were very low, and this time around also it was on the lower marginal level. But I was having the ARG9 to maintain that. And
real courage and confidence comes in. Because any other hospital, once the bag breaks, they would say, okay, go for a C-section or go for
we did feel a little, worried. Kind of confidence that she showed in the kind of conviction she had that okay,
nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing,
and she would say, I'm alright. Is the baby moving? Yes, he's moving. And then she would monitor the heartbeats, and the heartbeats are fine. So she says, what do I do with you? You are all fine. There is nothing to worry about. And every time we would talk to her, our worries would be like laid down and you would go out confident.
And I
Next day
actually
you come
stopped
back
talking
worried.
to my friends because people give you all sorts of ideas. They will give you, all sorts of unwanted advice. I mean, they are well-wishers, of course, but then again, at that point of time, you do not need
Horror stories.
And the labor lasted for 9 hours.
And
1 o'clock in the night I delivered.
25th.
And during those 9 hours, I think I had my life's most unique, most sublime experience. And we went on with it. So I think the team, I could not have had a better experience anywhere else, because not just those massages and those, whatever comfort measures they took to make it, to make it, a good experience for me. It was also the way she kept on saying a few things like, breathe and release. You're a strong woman, you're a part. It was like hypnosis. That because most of the times my eyes were closed and I could only hear her voice and I just followed. So I think she was like that friend, that that coach, that guide. She almost felt like my mother, who was there guiding me throughout my labor.